Good afternoon. Welcome to another live session with Neethu's family. I am Vinod James. How are you all? Yes? How are you all? Tell me. The most interesting part to know is how are you all doing and how are you learning? Very important for us. Excellent. So our students are going to join. We're just going to give you some insights about what are the things that we offer. We offer a lot of linguistic exam training. Okay. So if you're really looking for some, please do contact our admin. We'll be happy to assist you. Sonia Abraham. Hi, sir. Good afternoon. Very good afternoon. Right. So were you all eagerly waiting for this 3 p.m. Indian time? That's the time that we come in front of you. Ramya Gopi, good afternoon. Very good afternoon. Yes, Lisa Lazar. Good afternoon. After some time. No, it's so nice to meet a lot of known people who were there, because these names are all profound. And I told you I try to keep it in my memory, but I can't recall all. But try to do that. Right? That's the only reason why we keep on asking you: Are you new? Are you attending for the very first time? So that we know. And that is the major purpose of it, is to make sure that the people who share our link, who does a lot of things to support us, they should also feel a sense of gratitude, or a feel of sense of happiness when they see that, okay, because of their share, n number of students are benefited because they get to attend these kind of free classes. So what are the free classes that we family provides for all of you? One, I come in front of you every weekday, Monday to Friday, at the very same time, 3 p.m. Indian time, with reading. Krista comes in front of you with listening classes. Neethu madam comes in front of you with writing classes. So all those things we do provide. Okay, and every day we post a grammar challenge. So where do you get all these insights about, or where do you get all these information about? We have a Telegram page which we have pinned. We only have 2 Telegram page. One, an official Neethus Academy Telegram page, which we have just pinned. It's a free group where you get all these insights about. And then another one is the official Neethus Academy reading exclusive page. That is where you get the first-hand information about all the reading related things. That's the only 2 groups that we have. Lisa, yes sir, eagerly waiting. Thank you very much, Lisa. So anybody who's attending for the very first time, please do let me know. And also it's an honor to see every time when your name pops up, you have a lot of icons which is along with your name. So that means it shows how much of a care, a love that you have towards Neethus Academy. Okay, thank you for all those support. And because of all of your support, we are still amongst the leaders, or we are the leader. Tina Agnes, good afternoon. So if you have not yet subscribed to our channel, if you have not yet liked our page, if you have not yet followed, click the follow button, click the like button, click the subscribe button, so that you will not miss any new insight or any new video that we are posting. Okay, so good. Tell me, any particular concern that you want us to address? Dini James, good afternoon. Vidya Ranjit, good afternoon. Good. So a lot of new names also is coming, but nobody have still told me that you're new. Okay. So is there anybody who's attending for the very first time? Please be kind enough to let me know where you're from. And Rahul Kumar, good afternoon. Vidya Ranjit, good afternoon. Tell me, is there anything that you want us to look into? Or how are you feeling? Give some insight about what are the things that is going through you. Because you have been kind enough to always ask, how are we doing? So we would definitely want to know, how are you all doing? പറയോ എങ്ങനുണ്ട്? How are you feeling? അല്ലെങ്കിൽ എന്താണ് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഞങ്ങളോട് പറയാം? Okay, we all belong to the same family. Is there anything that you want us to address? Please be kind enough to let us know. So what are the things that we do? We do two things every day. One, we'll be talking about a part B. Jean Maria, good afternoon. And the other one is a part A, which I've already shared. A part B, where would you get the question? Do not worry, the question will be popping up on the screen. Ramachandra, good afternoon. So are you all ready for today's session? Susan Isaac Bala, yes. It's me from Susan. Okay, first time from Abu Dhabi. Okay, now I have another non-personality from Abu Dhabi. Good. So this is what interests, isn't it? You should know the diversity of people that you are in, even though virtually, but in the class. Ramachandra is ready. Okay. Liba, Libin, good afternoon. So all of you are ready for today's session? If so, give me a quick thumbs up so that your question will pop up on the screen. And as soon as the question pops up, do not waste your valuable time because the timer is already running. So you should try to complete the answer on or before time. Vidya Ranjit is ready. Okay, fair enough. Lija Lazar is ready. Good enough. So as you have started saying ready, the question will be popping up on the screen. Tina Agnes is ready. All right, good, good, good. So if you're really looking into what Neethu's Academy is, we do. There you have the question on the screen. Please do complete the question on or before time. Okay, time I've just exhausted, isn't it? Only, okay, Liba is saying, but the first person to say was Ramya Gopi said first. Fair enough. So I hope all of you have found an answer. Did you? Yes, even though the question sounds similar, tense machine, the material, the name of the material, but as I've told, the question is different. The what you have to really look for is different. So that is why because we have this preset assumption about a lot of questions. So just to give you that fresh feel, we have just changed the whole thing. Right. So would you be kind enough to tell me what is your answer? Not just what is your answer, where exactly you have got the answer. Can you tell me? And the question will be coming on the screen, do not worry. But I want you to tell me what is your answer and how you got the answer or where you got the answer. Vidya is done, Ruby is done. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Tell me, what is your answer? How you got the answer? That how is very important. B. Ramachandra, sorry. Lee Jalas have done. Okay, fair enough. So I have my first answer on the screen. It is B, which has been said. How about you all? I want all of you to comment. Do not refrain yourself. Yeah. do validate your presence, saying that, yes, I have my answer and I will have my say, because you are having all the right to tell your. How about others? I only have one answer in front of me, which is B. How about others? Rashmi Molmanoj, good afternoon. Ruby Matthews saying B. Okay. Tina Agnes B from first part of the para. Okay, fair enough. Senthil Kumar B. Sony Abraham C from last line. Okay, fair enough. So I have B and C now. Lisa Laza B from last two sentences. The last four lines of the para. Okay, fair enough, Ramachandra. How about others? Lima Sanis B from last few sentences. Okay, fair enough. Good, good, good. Priya Sunil Kumar is saying B. Susan Isaac is saying B, Abu Dhabi, isn't it? Okay, fair enough. So I have B and I have C. Dini James is saying B, last sentence. Ramya Gobi B from middle entire para. Jean Maria B, sentences, however, if plan remains. Okay, fair enough. Because we believe in molding you from where you have gone wrong, or if it is right, be happy with that, no problem at all. Now let's see what is the answer or how you would get the answer. The question would be coming on the screen, okay, as a question. So in part B, the first and foremost important thing is read the question, understand the question. Please read the question, understand the question. Very important. And also, yes, whereas when you're practicing, do underline the keywords in the question as well. Lieber is also saying B. So the question in this case is very simple, isn't it? What do we learn about the use of tense machine? Akshay is also saying B, okay. So it's very specifically asking you, we learn. Okay. So it's asking you, learn tense machine. Now, there you have the question on the screen. So clearly, learn tense machine. After that, you have to underline the keywords in the answer option as well. So what are the keywords in the answer option saying? The answer option keywords are very specifically saying evidence unconfirmed. That is enough for me. Okay. Then option B, they're saying recommended, certain. So that means not all, certain. That certain is quite tricky, isn't it? Now, option C, more research. Okay. Side effects. That's enough for me. Now, after this, you're going to read the heading of the given content, because the answer, definitely please understand, the answer to the question should be from the given paragraph and it should be mentioned. So it is clearly saying it is update on tense machine. So something which is added on. What is the update? So Association of Chartered Physiotherapists in Women's Health has an expert panel which could not find any report suggesting the negative effects as produced when TENS have been used during pregnancy. So they're saying there is a panel, they have found that there is no negative effect. Okay. Now, however, these kind of cohesive markers are very important when you're reading. So always give insights about these kind of however, moreover, but, nevertheless, nonetheless, therefore. Okay. So in clinical practice, TENS is not the first treatment of choice for women presenting with musculoskeletal pain during. So what is that saying? TENS not the first treatment of choice with musculoskeletal pain during pregnancy. So that is not. So let's see. The initial treatment should be aimed at correcting any joint or muscle dysfunction, and a rehabilitation program should be devised. Now the word devise means planned, intent, or after careful thoughts. Or it can be a procedure, it can be system, it can be designed, it can be created. Now again, there comes another cohesive marker. However, if pain remains a significant factor, TENS is preferable. Initially it said it's not the first treatment, but then they're saying yes, it is preferred to be used in preferable to the use of strong medication that could cross the placental barrier and affect the fetus. No negative effects have been reported following the use of this modality. Modality means type of treatment during any of the stages in pregnancy. Therefore, TENS is preferable for the renewal phase. Now let's see how you can eliminate it. Now what are they saying? Evidence for their efficacy is unconfirmed. Now this made the whole answer go easily eliminated because unconfirmed is nowhere mentioned in the whole paragraph. Now they are recommended in certain circumstances. Yes, why? Because if it remains a problem, then it's slightly pointing into B, but not yet. Let's see what B. More research. Now this is the problem which has eliminated for me. Why? More research is needed. A futuristic perspective is not mentioned about the possible side effects. So what becomes the answer? The answer becomes a straight B. Understood? Any doubts? Anything that you want me to clarify, or anything that you are not sure about, or anything you find skeptical about the way that I have explained about the answers, please do clarify. No problem at all. You're always welcome. Is there anything that you want me to clarify, or are you all clear about? If you are clear, please do give me a thumbs up saying that yes, I've understood. Libra is enjoying. Do enjoy, isn't it? You have to make sure that your achievements are celebrated to the core. Jean Maria, clear. Lisa, thank you. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Hands understood. Good. So are you all ready for today's part A? Libra is clear. Okay, fair enough. Soumya Shijo is clear. Oh, okay. Usually Soumya comes early. Today late, Soumya? Okay, fair enough. So Soumya is also ready. Nivedya Shaijuraj. Good afternoon. Nivedya, a new name for me. If you're new, please do let me know. If you're new and where you're from, if it's okay, yeah. Dini clear. Susan, yes, clear. Rashmi Mol is clear. Okay, fair enough. Lija explanation. Excellent. Thank you very much. Akshaya clear. Amita, good afternoon. Right. So are you all ready? As you have said that you're all ready for part A, give us milk up Pato. Rashmi Mol Manoj. Vidya Ranjit, ready. Okay. Fair enough. All of you are ready. Geetu Rajan is ready. Clear. Sorry. So can you, Soumya, we had. Okay. Fair enough. Nivedya, yes, you're new, is it? Where are you from, Nivedya? If you could tell me. Ramachandra, clear. Denny James, clear. Ready. Okay. As you are ready, could you give me some insight about what is today's party and how you felt about today's party? That is very important because we mold from what you comment. Because Neethu Madam makes the next day material and we come in front of you with septoplastic. Fair enough. How did you find septoplastic? Was it easy, piece of cake, tricky, confusing, whatever you feel? Soumya is ready, Lija is ready, Meeta is ready. Okay, fair enough. Now tell me, how did you feel about today's material? Give us some insight about, because that's how we can make some adjustments if it is needed. Yeah. So do not worry about, oh my God, what will we think of whatever you say. We will be happy to hear from you. Whatever you feel, please do let us know. No, you never have any comments, is it? Septoplasty, yes. But how did you feel? Give us some insights about it. Little tricky, Rashmi. Thank you. The first person to give me a feed on. Soumya, easy, excellent, good enough. So two diverse thing. Little tricky, easy, good. Yeah, Vidya is saying septoplasty. Yes, it is. Little tricky, Ramachandra. Vidya is saying easy. Okay, it's a mix between little tricky and easy. Is that tricky? Okay, Lima. Fair enough, fair enough. Now, are you all managing it with time? You have to always manage it with time. Yeah, please do try to Stick to milk or bottle, little bit tricky, leads are easy. Okay, mix of those two, yeah. You have to have your own say, whatever you feel like. Little tricky, Amita. Okay, fair enough. Now the question will come onto your screen. That means the passage. After that, we'll be talking or we'll be discussing. And there were lots of students who were saying, where do you find these part A answers? Part A answer key. I'm sorry, not answer key, the tips and tricks which I always refer to. So please understand the very same page that you're watching, we have done it in the previous. Go scroll back to the previous videos and you will find that there is one which you have done especially for reading part A tips and tricks. Aishwarya, good afternoon. Finally, I cleared my OET exam. Thank you so much, Neethu madam and sir, for support and guidance. Aishwarya, I was just trying to recall the name because it's all your effort. So absolutely stunning to hear that you have made your dream a reality. Aishwarya, would you be kind enough to tell me what are your scores so that it becomes a moral booster for all my other lovely students? Okay, so thank you so much, Aishwarya, to come and tell this great news. It's always, on the day of result, we've been getting a lot of messages, but yeah, the first person to come and tell, saying that, yes, I have made my dream a reality. So on behalf of Neethu's family, all the very best for your future journey. Okay, our prayers are always there for you. So isn't it a good news before we start part A? Good. So Aishwarya made her dream. So part A, you know that it is all about skimming and scanning. So very important is about your skim and scan words. So skimming is very important. You go through the 4 texts. So whenever you're going through text A, you should know where text A starts and where text B starts and what is it about in text C and what is it about text A. So after skimming through, okay, you underline all the keywords, then you go to the question. Understood? So underlining keywords is very important, especially you're skimming through the 4 texts. So 4 texts should be skimmed anything between 15 to 20 seconds. That is the maximum that you can take. Okay, you have to go through, you're going to go through and skim through important words. Those are called keywords. Okay, after that, you're gonna underline the keywords in the answer option. Sorry, question. So here, how does the execution generally takes place? So how execution? That's enough for me. So where are they talking about all these execution? I know that execution have been mentioned in text B because the whole para or the whole text is talking about what are the things that is needed for you to do the procedure usually performed as an outpatient basis. Then they are talking about in the second para it requires entirely inside the nose. Afterward, yes. So the answer to question number 1 is very straight B. Instance which demands the emergency curtailing by surgeon. So instances, that means time, why it has to be stopped urgently. So where are you talking about? I know instances are all mentioned. So where is it? It is there in these situations. So what is the situation of bleeding? So what does the surgeon do? They have to stop the procedure. So what is that? The answer is D. Option 3. Important medications biannually. Now this biannually was something which I loved it because annually I know it is 12. So bi means half. So it should definitely be 6 months. So where are we talking about? 6 months. So 6 months should be mentioned somewhere. So where are they? I know that 6 months is mentioned only in text C. Why 6 months? And all these medications are given. So my answer to question number 3 would be C. Which category unlikely undergoing? So they are very specifically asking you unlikely. That means they're not gonna. have. So there, I know that it is clearly mentioned while it is not generally done in young children. So unlikely means they're not going to happen in young children. So answer is A. Purpose for which the patients are contacted 14 days post surgery. So 14 days. Where are they talking about 14 days? I know that it is mentioned in C. Why? Where is it? It is there. 2 weeks is paraphrased. So 2 weeks means 14 days. So the answer to that question is C. When might the significance of secondary surgery arise? So secondary arises. So that means not the first, the second. Where are they talking about? They're talking about that in text D. Why? Similar complication a person might require further surgery. That means not just one, another one. So the answer to question number 6 is D. Now, what are the hindrances? Hindrances means obstacle, problems, or something that is not allowing you, created by crooked septum. So crooked septum, I know that it is mentioned only in where? Crooked is as such mentioned where? In it can block one or both of your, so all these words are there. If it is crooked, so what becomes the answer? The answer becomes A. Clear? Now these instructions and all should be by hearted, okay? All of you, every time, I know that I keep on reminding you, but you should, as you are an aspirant to take an exam, you should by heart the instruction which is there. So 1 to 7 will always be match the following, 8 to 14 will always be short answer question. So the instruction should be by hearted. So the instruction is word, number, both, short phrase, no longer answers. Okay. Now, the organ that might get injured resulting of fluid leakage. So organ injured. So where are they talking about organ injured resulting fluid liquid? So they are talking about spinal fluid leakage. So yeah, fluid leakage is there. So which is the organ? Rare, could injure, brain. So what is the organ? The answer is brain. Understood how you are referring? The answer to the question is brain. Good enough. Question 9. A period of time. So period of time definitely is talking about time duration. So where are they talking about? Final visit, post randomization. So randomization, I know that it is mentioned as such in text C. So final visit. So visit final. So what is a period of time? 12 months. So the answer should be 12 months, which is months is not mentioned in the question. The raising of which portion, so raising portion, helps surgeon modify and revamp the nose. Now revamp is a new terminology for few of you at least, isn't it? So revamp means give new or improved form. That means it's just to show that reposition and all those things. Yeah. So revamp. So where are they talking about all these revamp? So the answer comes from B. By the question is saying where sometimes your surgeon will remove the part of the bone cartilage, the reshape and reposition your nose. So reshape, modify, reposition, revamp, underlying structures. Afterwards, they will reposition the mucosa back to the septum. So what is the thing? Mucosa is the answer. M-U-C-O-S-A. Understood? Because it is saying a very straight answer. Good. I can see that all of you have got the answer. So now question 11. What are the important parts of septum? So important parts are parts. So it should definitely be more than one. Is it there? Because the question is asking you for plural. So what are the important parts? So the important parts, they are talking about this allows your surgeon to reshape the septum's bone and cartilage. So what are the parts? bone, B-O-N-E, and cartilage or bone. Anything is a fine answer. Okay, good enough. Question 12. Which abode, again a new term. Yeah, I love that name, abode. That means area, location. That's what it means. Is unhygienic and prone to develop infection after surgery. So some area. That's how you should take it. So where is the area which is mentioned? The area is talking about, because infection is a keyword, isn't it? Infection, because the nose is not a sterile environment. So that is where, what is the area? The area is nose, N-O-S-E. Excellent. What is being kept subsequently to reduce the scar, all the nasal tissue in the place? So temporary, something is to be done. So what is that? Again, I know all these things are mentioned in B. So what are they talking about? Afterwards, a surgeon may insert splints or soft packing to hold nasal tissue in place, prevent nosebleed, and reduce the risk of scar tissue. So splints or soft packing. SPLINTSORSOFTPACKING. Excellent. Question 14. The important imaging test. So test, imaging. Do we need further imaging tests? Where are they talking about all these imaging tests? I know that it is there in C. Now where are they talking about the imaging test? Imaging test is clinical examination. Where is the keyword? It is there in C. So what is the imaging test? Nasal endoscopy. NASALENDOSCOPY. Very good. Now for 15 to 20, you should be knowing or telling yourself, yes, I'm looking for fill in the blanks type of question. Again, the answers can be a word, number, both, short phrase. By heart these instructions. Question 15. A critical and infrequent. So critical means something which is very, very important. Infrequent, rare. Infection, require urgent intervention. So where are they talking about critical, rare, and all those things? It is as such mentioned in rare is mentioned infrequent, life-threatening, critical. Infection requires immediate treatment. So what is the answer? The answer is toxic shock syndrome. TOXICSHOCKSYNDROME. Question 15. Along with, so something which goes along with it, should also be conducted in 8 weeks. Now, 8 weeks is important. So 8 weeks, definitely it should be somewhere in text C, isn't it? So 8 weeks, where are they talking about 8 weeks? Yes, 8 weeks is here for me. So septoplasty is also there. Then you have plus or minus. That means with or without. So without unilateral turbinectomy. So UNILATERIL TURBINECTOMY. Excellent. Question 17. Adults, at least 18 years. So these are all important numbers. Presented with the signs of dash, referred, NHS sites. So where are they talking about all these? Again, NHS as such is mentioned where? Only in text C. Why? 18 years plus or minus. So referred but NH, all those. What is the problem? Nasal obstruction. So NASALOBSTRUCTION. Excellent, excellent, excellent. If the perforation develops, so perforation develops, leads to bleeding, other similar complication, a person might require further surgery. I know that I have done it somewhere in when I was doing the 1 to 7 question. So where are we going to look at? We're going to look at text D. So further surgery is there? Yes, it is there. So what are we going to do? The answer is nasal septum. So a small hole, perforation, develop, nasal septum, NASALSEPTUM is the answer. Question 19, transmission, bleeding, doctor advice, emergency situation. So where are we talking about all these keywords? So all these keywords again, it should be in text deep. So where are you talking about? So very rarely, packed red blood cells. So the answer is packed red blood cell. A four-word answer, transfusion, doctor, emergency. So all the other keywords are as such. So it's a four-word answer, PACKET, RED, BLOODCELL. Now for the ultimate question for today, one or both. So again a number, interrupted, deviated septum, block airways. So where are we? We have underlined this in text A, deviated septum, blocked airway, one or both, all those things are there. So what is the answer? The answer should be nostrils, NOSTRILLS. Excellent. Now I have wrapped my 20 answers. Now it's high time that you start firing me with your total scores. Can you tell me what are your total scores? Yes. Really looking forward to see where 18 is the first answer that I get. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Okay, you can see a lot of 18, 19. Vidya 18, Mini Shaju 20, absolutely good enough. Leader Laza 19, excellent. Jean Maria 19, Lima Sunny 18, Soumya Shijo 20, excellent, very good. Jisna 18, very, very good. So 18, 19, 20. Ramachandra 18, very good. Keep it up, Soumya Shijo. Do enjoy, isn't it? Do dance, do make the most. Rashmi Moul Manoj 15, I know that you are improving. Good enough, keep it up. Good, good, good. How about others? Yamini 15, good enough, good enough. That means you're all improving, isn't it? From where you are, you should know where you stand. From there you improve. And how many of you have made silly mistakes? That is the biggest thing, isn't it? That is where you have to start understanding, because I didn't underline the keywords properly. That is where I didn't look for. Okay, Lija Lazar, thank you, pleasure. Priya Sunukumar, 19, good enough. Good, good, good. So is there any general doubts that you have? You want me to clarify? Anything like that? Vidya is also saying thank you because you started saying thank you. That is why. Is there any doubts that you want me to clarify? Oh yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for all the flowers and all. Anything that you want me to clarify? No. So I think it was easy material, right? Because you all had got improvement. That's all how we take it. So because you don't have any doubts and all of you have started saying thank you, Jean Maria is also saying thank you. From the bottom of our heart to all you lovely students from Neethu's family, thank you so much for giving us another opportunity to come in front of you and have such an interactive session. Really looking forward to have another session with you all. Until I see you tomorrow, adios from me. God bless you all. Take care.